All right, welcome back, everybody, on this lovely Thursday. How's everybody doing on this 15th of April? What do we know about today? Was it today tax day? Is that what it is? Did they expand? I don't even know, but hopefully everybody's doing good. Good to see you all. Good morning, everyone. Let me just see a couple of quick little shout outs to all you guys out there. Good to see you all. Grant, Randy, good to see you. Lewis, Michael, Andrea, good, my Italian friend from Toronto. Good to see you all. Kathleen, everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live. Looks like we're having a really exciting morning with this INO. What a great pop you got out of here. Josh was in the room. I was just talking to him just a minute ago. He called it out perfect. Just want to kind of show you exactly what we got going on in this stock. A lot of you guys did really, really well. Just going to bring this chart up so you can see it. We got a really nice pop right here at 8 o'clock in the morning. So for all you people out there on YouTube world and the Facebook world thinking like, probably watching this video a little bit later when we do the recording and some of you here early, which is great. But we started before 8 o'clock in the morning. That was a great pop right there at 890. And then you could see it. You could have chased it all the way up until about 830, even when it broke 970. Just want to bring this up to level 4 up here to show you what the hell we're talking about. But when we had that big iceberg order got filled right here, a huge big block order was out there. Guy was dumping it. He got executed right there around 970. Boom. The thing ran to about $10. Everybody should have cleaned up. That was a very easy trade. And this guy right here that was hovering right around that price, right around there, around 1040, he couldn't even hold up. But now you can see all these orders are shotting up right around 880, and they're just sitting there, and they're holding it, and they're just forcing it down. Listen, if there's nothing better to be a good trader, you got to follow the money. I love trading the pre-market. I know you cyber traders do. And you know what? Don't worry about it. You got Friday, you got tomorrow, you got the next day. So after hours trading. But it was a great call. Grant says, nice call from Josh and Greg on that NEO. Listen, this is what we wake up for on that one little stock right there. If you made yourself a buck, which is what we teach you what to do here, $1 a day keeps Fausto and Josh away. $1 a day on 1,000 shares, $1,000, $250,000 salary. Who doesn't want that job? All right. Even if you bought 100 shares of it, it's all about being there. Let me get my mouse back and bring this back to normal. But we're going to talk a little bit more about that. That stock is still going to be on the watch list. But I want to talk about what happened yesterday because we had a couple of nice little trades. I had some really nice pushes. I want to start off with TIGR. So this stock, for some of you, this is why we trade early in the morning. This is why it's not a full-time job. Stock went from at 9:30 in the morning, ran from 1825 in less than 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Stock ran all the way to 20 bucks. I mean, that wasn't on the watch list in the morning because that just came out of the gate. There was really no active pre-market trading on that stock, but it obviously picked in around 9:30. We didn't really catch it until about $19 when it started building these little Fausto flags right here. And I can zoom over here so you guys see a little bit better. So you can see those little Fausto flags being built right there, and that's basically where things started popping. And then obviously as the day got on, you could see it was making higher highs, dying. And then all of a sudden, it just didn't go anywhere. Stock looks interesting. I think we could probably keep an eye on it for today. She was a little volatile at some point, so some of you know that. But the stock was a $5 stock back in December. It was one of those great little runners that ran away almost to 40, back right off 15. So she's making a little bit of a comeback. But I'll keep an eye on that. Another stock. And thank God I got out of it. I was also strategizing with some of my students, asked me, because listen, I do swing trading also. I had a really nice, I thought I had a good profit in cans. Stock got destroyed. I was a big fan of pot stocks. I've been talking for a while, but I kind of lost favor of it when they passed this whole New York law that now they're going to legalize pot in New York. And you would think that would be a good thing, right? You'd think that would make the stocks go up. Not a good thing if you're with pot or against pot. I'm just saying about it will help the pot stocks. But a lot of them, this stock got really hammered. And I bottom fished it. And then when it filled the gap around 15, I'm like, you know what? I got out of it. Thank God I did because I would have really got hurt. Same thing with TLRY. I sold them all my pot stocks. I says, you know what? They're just not doing what they're supposed to do. Listen, you buy at support, you sell at resistance. These stocks took a big hit. They really make a little bit of comeback. I got out of them, so I'm happy about that. And also Mara too. Same thing with me. I was looking forward to see what happened with Coin. It went public yesterday. So Coin went public yesterday, and let me tell you something. When it went public, right at the open, right around, was that around 1 o'clock? It did. It was pretty late, actually. I got out of it. Thank God. I chased this stock all the way to about, I think it was like 418 or 20. I got out at 425, 420, no, 422, something like that. Like, you know what? This stock is too risky, because what was happening, there were 100 and 200,000 share sellers out there. They were selling it, and they were selling more. And I said, I don't know, this is pretty weird. They were getting taken out, though, but they kept selling it. They kept on selling it. I says, you know what? Screw this. Let me get out of it. Good thing I got out of that stock. I made money on it, thank God. But look at that. If I didn't sell that stock at 425, look where it dropped down to 320. Now, obviously, you couldn't short it because it wasn't on my short list. And usually IPOs you can't short. But the thing about Coin, which I thought was very interesting, because I never heard this before. If you own Coin, the IPO, you could sell it. Usually when you get the IPO price, you can't usually sell it for at least 30 to 60 days. There's a grace period. From what I heard, they were actually able to sell it. And that really is what I think really triggered the stock to go down a lot. But listen, that was a great IPO. I think this is going to be a staple of what's going to happen with Bitcoin and everything else. But now you really have a legitimate stock, not like your typical Mara or Riot, like a blockchain. So a lot of subscribers, great. So anyway, that stock, just be very careful. I know everybody's going to talk about it. Everybody's going to watch it. I would stay pretty far away from it because there's so many other stocks out there to trade. So let's talk about some of the other stocks that are moving. Let's start off with Tapo. So Tapo had a really nice pop. I don't know what the hell happened with this thing. This thing just took off. Right at 8 o'clock, obviously, that's where the next program trading kicks in. Stock really ran from 440 all the way up to about almost $9. If this was during the market hours, we all know the stock would have been halted, okay? But she came crashing down. She started building some support levels around here, around 730. And when I looked over here on the level 4, I did see some orders come out there. There was a couple of 25,000, 4,000. So I wasn't really impressed with that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not really concerned about it. Let's see how she opens up. It was a little too volatile for now. The INO right now, where we got going right here. INO just got a big support level right here at $10. You can see it right there. It looks like he basically kind of held it. It's starting to go back up right here. So $10 looks like a pretty strong stock. We made a lot of money with this stock. Stock had a good rally. You could see back in June, it ran from 15 to 30. So, that was unbelievable pre-market. Almost 8 million shares already traded this morning. A couple of stocks I want to keep an eye on. KXIN, it's not the most sexy looking stock right now, but some of you remember the stock. We traded the stock in October. It ran from 50 cents up to $14. This stock was just, and it did it for several days. You could see it, it just went up, went to $2, it went to $1.50, and it just shot up. Great short squeeze. I always like to go back and look at those stocks. Go back to your journal, cyber traders. If you did trade it, see how you trade it, how you did on it. Because remember, you got to go back and review what we taught you, how to take good notes in a stock. Because I always tell you this, you're going to trade it again. You're going to trade it again. And by trading it again, you want to know how you did on that trade. It's very important you take good notes. This is what's going to help you trade it when it comes up again. And believe me, you'll do better. It's like, I know we have a lot of professional athletes I train in the room. There's a couple of baseball players, football players, NFL players. I even got some hockey players in here. And I tell you guys all the time, I don't know how to preach to you. When you play a team and you lose, you learn from you lose. So when you play them again, you don't make that same mistake. Trading's the same exact thing. You're going to trade that stock. They all trade very similar. It's the same sport, but some of them have different personalities, as in volatility, spread, iceberg orders better than others. And that's why it's important to do that. So it's a little tip of the day. Another stock I want to keep an eye on is PPD. This stock right here, very interesting. Stock had a basically nice little push right after hours. You could see the stock ran from 38 to 70. She's gapping up. I don't know. She looks like more like a buyout to me for what it looks like. So she's not really going anywhere. So probably that's what it's all about. Stock obviously has done really well for itself. Stock was back in March, was at $10, but looks like a buyout to me if that's what I think it is. So we'll see how that opens up. We got coin, and this stock right here, this stock QS is getting hammered. I mean, really taking a nasty hit right here. I don't know if she's on your short list, but stock, you could see it, is testing lows. It's getting close to a 52-week low, which is not really good for that stock. So, people look at this and they're like, oh my God, it was at 140. Do I sell it now? Listen, how much lower could this stock go? 40 more points, which brings me to, everybody remembers this stock right here, TIRX. We just traded that, on Monday? Was that Monday we traded that? Yeah, Monday. So look what happened. I just want to bring this back. This stock never came back. Never came back. Went from 100 all the way down to $14. Guess what? She's right back to where it started right here. So basically, we're going to keep. I have it on my watch list because sometimes these things will wake up out of nowhere. But we did really well with this stock, and on the dead cat bounce on it. But I'm going to keep an eye on it. I want to see what happens right around here. I might be interested, but listen, the reason why I'm bringing this up, the stock like QS. People ask, oh, how much lower could it go? Could it go to zero? This was cool because I haven't seen a stock go down literally almost 70 points, or it was even more in the same day. You see them happen overnight, but this thing to go down the same day just kept going down. I'll even show it to you because you guys probably wonder what the hell I'm talking about. If you're new here to YouTube and Facebook, or maybe you're a new trial member, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Right here, look at this. It started around 11 o'clock. And it just did not want to stop. Look at that. It just came down. It got halted. It got halted. It got halted. And a lot of it started jumping in right around 15. 15 was like a really big support level right there. But that was really, really cool. One stock that I basically I did a swing trade on it was this one right here, AI. AI is a great company. And this stock, I don't know what happened. It got really hammered. It was at 175. I know a lot of people really like it a lot, but the stock got really crushed. So I actually got rid of my the other stocks I had that we talked earlier about, the pot stock stuff. But I went into AI. I think it's nice. I think it's cheap. It looks like she's starting to push. I did well on the day trade, and that's how I got it into a swing trade. Remember, you got to be a good day trader to understand how to swing trade. And this is what happened with this stock right here. Stock actually had a good push, and I converted it from a day trade now to more of a swing trade. Just remember, and I spoke to one of you here, one of my students, a new student here at Cybertrade University, and one of the big things that made you become a student, we talked about, is I said, and this is a lot of people's problems. One more tip before we go. You can't mix your day trading with your swing trading. You got to have separate accounts, because what happens, you look at it and you convert it. Keep things separate, okay? And I know that you're trying to mix money. Maybe some of you are underfunded. If you're not funded enough, you should not be trading, okay? You got to do one or the other, but don't not mix and match. I got 2,000 here. I got 10,000 there. Maybe I'll put it together, one brokerage account, so I can do what I want. Doesn't work that way. And we cover that in class, so it's very, very important. Listen, I've been doing this for a very long time. I've trained thousands and not thousands and thousands of traders. I've learned more on the mistakes than on the winners. And the way you learn to be successful in trading is learning from mistakes, and that's where it goes. But that's our watch list. We'll see what happens when it opens up. Maybe we'll get another tiger like we found like yesterday at the open. That happens. But you got a pretty decent little watch list going on to this morning. Also, today is Thursday. What is Thursday? Thursday's open house here at Cybertrade University. So if you haven't done yet, register today at 12 o'clock. We're going to have a live trading challenge with Fausto. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to show you how to use these tools. Everybody here in the Cyber Group room, you're always welcome to come. It's always nice to you guys to even be there, because you get to see the questions and see what's happening there. And it's going to be a brand new event, not like the other one. So looking forward to it. So we'll see you all there. Thanks, everybody. A couple of questions. I got a couple of people here just asked me a couple of stocks. About the TAPO, I mean, Tapo, I would just sit back and watch and see what happens at the open. Right now, it's pretty volatile. I'd probably pass on that right now. Trader K says ZKKIN. Let's look at that one. Oops, let me put this back to normal. You know what? She had a spike, but I don't know what that's all about. She got some decent volume. We'll see how she opens up, but we'll see how it. We'll see what happens. Trader King on YouTube to see how that trades when it opens. But as of right now, it doesn't look like it's really doing anything. But that is a pretty interesting spike right there. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe, and we'll see you back here at 12 o'clock live on YouTube, Facebook, and in the Cyber Group room for open house. Thanks, everyone. Be safe.